Get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seats. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. Are you feeling nervous? Are you having fun? It's almost over, it's just begun. Don't overthink this, look in my eye. Don't be scared, don't be shy. Come on in, the water's fine. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows everybody. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows. Get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. Hey, go on, get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. Heads down, pray for me. Heads down now, pray for me. Get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat. All eyes on me, all eyes on me. It's almost over, it's just begun. Don't overthink this, look in my eye. Don't be scared, don't be shy. Come on in, the water's fine. You say the ocean's rising like I give a shit. You say the whole world's ending, honey, it already did. You're not gonna slow it, heaven knows you tried. Got it good, now get inside. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows everybody. We're going to go where everybody knows everybody knows. Come on, get your fucking hands up. Get on out of your seat.
I can't really play the guitar very well. Or sing. So, apologies.
Stunning 8K resolution meditation app. In honor of the revolution, it's half off at the Gap. Deadpool self-awareness, loving parents, harmless fun. The backlash to the backlash to the thing that's just begun. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. The Surgeon General's pop-up shop, Robert Iger's face. Discount Etsy agitprop, Bugle's take on race. Female Colonel Sanders, easy answer, Civil War. The whole world at your fingertips, the ocean at your door. The live-action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show. 20,000 years of this, 7 more to go. Carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul. A gift shop at the gun range, a mass shooting at the mall. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. Reading Pornhub's terms of service, going for a drive, and obeying all the traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto 5. Full agoraphobic, losing focus, cover blown. book on getting better, hand delivered by a drone. Total disassociation, fully out your mind. Googling derealization, hating what you find. That unapparent summer air in early fall. The quiet comprehending of the ending of it all. There it is again, that funny feeling. That funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling. That funny feeling. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. Just wait. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue.
Today we're going to learn about the world.
The world that's around us is pretty amazing, but how does it work? It must be complicated. The secret is the world can only work when everything works together. A bee drinks from a flower and leaves with its pollen. A squirrel in a tree spreads the seeds that have fallen. Everything works together. The biggest elephant, the littlest fly. The gophers underground, the birds in the sky. And every single cricket, every fish in the sea gives what they can and gets what they need. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. From A to zebra to the worms in the dirt. That's how it works.
Hey everyone, look who stopped by to say hello. It's Socko.
Hey!
Where you been, Socko?
I've been where I always am when you're not wearing me on your hand. In a frightening liminal space between states of being. Not quite dead, not quite alive. It's similar to a constant state of sleep paralysis.
Socko, we were just talking about the world and how it works.
Boy, that sounds complicated.
Do you have anything you'd want to teach us about the world?
I wouldn't say anything that you probably haven't already said yourself.
I don't know about that, Socko. How about you give it a try?
All right. The simple narrative taught in every history class is demonstrably false and pedagogically classist. Don't you know the world is built with blood and genocide and exploitation? The global network of capital essentially functions to separate the worker from the means of production, and the FBI killed Martin Luther King. Private property's inherently theft, and neoliberal fascists are destroying the left, and every politician, every cop on the street protects the interests of the pedophilic corporate elite. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. Genocide, the natives say you got to it first. That's how it works.
That's pretty intense.
No shit.
What can I do to help?
Read a book or something, I don't know. Just don't burden me with the responsibility of educating you. It's incredibly exhausting.
I'm sorry, Socko. I was just trying to become a better person.
Why do you rich fucking white people insist on seeing every socio-political conflict through the myopic lens of your own self-actualization? This isn't about you, so either get with it or get out of the fucking way.
Watch your mouth, buddy. Remember who's on whose hand here.
But that's what have you not been fucking listening? We are entrenched in a wait, no, please, I don't want to go back. I can't go back, please, I'm sorry.
Are you going to behave yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
One sec. Okay, good. I did click the wrong button and surprised myself. Hey guys, everyone present, everyone correct. I'm going to go through and actually chat to everyone because you've made some quite interesting comments today. Sorry guys, I didn't, it was meant to be almost a nightly thing over this whole month, but I told you guys I was going away this weekend, just gone to a bit of a lads weekend, supposedly to blow off some steam and such. But you can all hear me, right? The sound is clear enough. Oh, just as well, first of all, the songs I played, if anyone doesn't know them and enjoyed them before the stream started, 3 of them were all by Bo Burnham from his latest comedy special, Inside, which, if you're into kind of existentialism and counter-capitalism, is brilliant. And the last song I played was by a French, I think they're French, well, the song's a French title, but a group called Air from like the late 90s, early 2000, and the song was called La Femme d'Argent, which are really great, like I would call it come down music, because those were the days when I used to go out to free raves and stuff, and that's the sort of thing I would listen to the next day, so that coming back to reality wasn't so harsh. Let's go through and say a few hellos anyway, and respond to some of your comments. So hi Cameron Matthews, hi Ian Harvey, hi Adrian Blinn, that's myself, hi Lisa Abe, hi Susie Scambaiter, Matt R. You spell your name odd, Susie, so I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, if it should be Susie or Susie, but I'm going to say Susie because that sounds right in my head. Matt R, Stonewolf, that Chrissy girl, DJ Samuel. If I miss anyone or say anyone twice, my apologies. Anita Knapp, RW Trains, very lovely comment from you. My dad is safe and well. I got him a book today, so hopefully that'll keep him, give him something to do for at least a few days as well. A nice book that I think he'll enjoy. Chris Daniels, Sonic Stefan, David Reed. Yeah, I hope I have more luck, but I've got something lined up this time, so we won't have to fall back on a music stream. I've actually got a video that I made a while ago that's like 10 hours of scam baiting. We won't get through it all, but what I figured is if we have no luck with the calls, we can watch an hour or a bit of that, and then maybe a bit more the next time that I can't get anyone on the phone, but we are going to try. So it won't be for the want of trying. Stone Wolf, Sonic Stefan, Hinsdale, New Hampshire, Iranian Pride, hey, James Godden. Have I missed... Oh, Spazzy, sorry, Spazzy. Hey, Spazzy, I'm still scrolling down, so bear with me. The Board Crafter. And I saw Skeleton come in. Surely Skeleton and Dr. Fell. Lovely to see you guys here. And Chris AM as well. I hope I've... Do the Scottish. Well, I'm Scottish. Yeah, I hope you're all well. So my weekend away that was meant to be like to blow off some steam, it was actually kind of arranged because, and sorry to get a little, hey Michael, hey Jennifer, sorry to get a little personal with you, like, because my mum passed away during lockdown, we still never had a funeral or any kind of send-off, so it was kind of based around some of my mates wanted to show some support, which was really kind and really nice, and just get together and, be mates like old times, because we all live in different parts of the country now, so we kind of chose an Airbnb that was actually really good for me. It was only about a 2-hour drive for me, and it was like a 6-hour drive for most of my friends because they're coming north from south and I'm going south from north. So that was all great, but yeah, the weekend had a very weird turn. I don't want to go into anything that, maybe one of my friends is watching and it's not cool to talk about it or whatever. I will just say this, and it might give you an idea. Will people stop saying that they're spiritual just to use it as a reason to be sanctimonious? Because I'm really sick of... Why is it all the people that go, oh, I'm spiritual, are always the most judgmental people you ever meet? Like, if you're really on a path to enlightenment, that's fantastic. But judging others, I would say, is the opposite of enlightenment. But anyway, so yeah, sorry, guys, so my weekend wasn't exactly what I had hoped for. It was very strange, in fact, if I'm completely honest, and triggered. I am a bit triggered, but it's based on recent personal experiences. Well, James, actually, your comment there, I was going to mention that, like, because I've been sort of, especially after this weekend, getting into a lot of kind of philosophical thinking and downloading a bunch of books by sort of old philosophers and things like that. So I don't know if you guys would be up for it, because obviously primarily this is a scam baiting channel, but as you know, it's not always that easy these days. So I was thinking I might do some streams where we just kind of open up and chat about interesting things, and it'd be great, like, to get some people to talk about like specific subjects and that sort of thing. So if if I could pivot just slightly and occasionally do a sort of different stream, I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, I hope you guys might enjoy it if we decide to do that. RW, Julio is never far from your hut. And yeah, so yeah, if you guys would be up for that, then yeah, I'd like to do a little bit more delving into minds, and especially as being a sort of, what am I? I'm a Gen Xer, aren't I? So, like, being a Gen Xer trying to understand this woke world we're all now living in. So, yeah, I think maybe it'd be quite interesting. Divisive opinions are great as long as you can talk it out and that sort of thing. So yeah, maybe I could get some people on and chat to it. I mean, I don't know if my mate who all this happened with would be up for it, but I'd like to have a live debate with him. That'd be great. But anyway, apologies for my ramblings. Yeah, so that's the reason I actually planned to come back and start streaming again last night. But after the whole weekend, it's been actually a lot to take on board. And yeah, kind of distressing to see such a change that's not for the better in one of my oldest friends. But there you go. What can you do? Oh, Lisa, you're a boomer. Okay, because I'm right on the cusp of being a millennial, I believe. Is it 1981 is millennials, isn't it? And I'm 1980. So, yeah. Just missed out. But Gen X sounds cool, doesn't it? Like Wolverine. But anyway, sorry. I hope my chat hasn't made you feel sick, the Boardcrafter. I will be Iranian, and yeah, hopefully I'll still be talking to you afterwards. But like, I was talking to my dad about it. If Arsenal can get a decent result, a draw, or not get hammered by Liverpool, I think it's still good. But anyway, we'll see. Right, thanks, Blackbeard. Oh, Jen's, 2003, yeah. I am, I'm a fellow gooner for my sins. So, in fact, it's a family thing. I didn't really get a choice. In fact, I'll tell you a little story now. So when I was 8 years old, at the beginning of the 88-89, what would have been the old First Division season, I had just started playing football with my friend, and he was a Liverpool fan. Well, everyone were Liverpool fans at the time. And I said to my dad, can I get a Liverpool shirt? And that night, of course, he and my granddad, they were all Arsenal fans. That night he came home with an Arsenal shirt, and that was it. I didn't have a choice. I was then an Arsenal fan. So, but, to be fair, it happened during the 88-89 season where we beat Liverpool 2-0 in the final day of the season to win it. So it was a nice time to become an Arsenal fan anyway. Anyway, sorry, because I know not many people want to hear football chat. I mean, yeah, deep philosophical thought, maybe, but not this. So, I'm opening up Bob. We're going to see if we can get some scammers on the line. And as I say, if we can't, I've got some videos, a video lined up, just in case that we can watch a bit of, because it's a very long one. Oh, wow! Dr. Fell, have you seen the episode of Extras where Hale and Pace are trying to get into the Ivy and like they're like, oh, we can't get in because no one knows who they are anymore? Yeah. Anyway. Right, sorry, yes. Let's see if... Oh, okay. Oh no, I haven't logged in, that's why it looks weird. Right, I'm just about to log in, so do bear with me. Right. Oh, I have to, sorry, bear with me, I've got to do a capture. Each image containing a boat. Does a kayak count as a boat? That's a dinghy, that's a boat, right? And that's a boat. Hopefully that's alright. No, not enough, more boats. Right, I'm in. We're in. It's in the second series of Extras, Dr. Fell. That's all I remember, because it's the series where he's kind of made it. Ricky Gervais's character, Andy Millman, in that, he's kind of made it. And, yeah, he's going to eat at the Ivy, and Hale and Pace are trying to get in at the same time. So it's definitely during the second series, if that's any help. Oh, this number is cut. Right, now bear with me, guys, because, you know, Bob is sort of all over the place. It's like a bipolar website at times.
The phone number is currently on.
So even the phone number that looks like it's the freshest, newest number quite often tends to not work. So do bear with me, guys. I'm going to try a few of these, and then if we're not getting anywhere, we will put a video on. Let's see what happens here. Ah, oh, interesting. One of my friends has actually reported this number recently, so...
The text now subscriber you're trying to reach is not available.
Right. We gotta get... Come on. Do you remember the days when, like, when I was in Spain, so it would have been an hour ahead, and sometimes I wouldn't start a stream till midnight, and I would still get them on the line. And that would have been like... Oh, no, yeah, that would have been like 11 PM my time, yeah, British time, so, yeah. Makes more sense. That is when I started. Tech support? Should we see if we can get some tech support?
Not a recognized phone number.
Oh, come on. Oh, these are normally live, the travel ones, hopefully. So where are we going? If they answer, where are we going?
The phone number is
oh, okay, they haven't answered.
currently on.
I was going to ask for suggestions as to where I should try and get some tickets to, but that one's not working either.
Sorry, that is not a recognized phone number.
Well, I haven't spoken to the guy that played Jeeves for a long, long time now. I guess he's all right. I used to get notifications for his own streams because he used to have a gaming channel of his own, and I don't get them anymore. And I'm not sure if that's because he's not doing the streams anymore, or if YouTube has just decided not to give me notifications, as it tends to do with everyone now. Like, you click the notification bell, it's pointless. So, yeah, I don't know if he's still around, that guy. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I mean, I hope he's all right and well and everything, but yeah, I haven't heard from Jeeves in a long, long time. Right. Come on. Gift cards? Maybe gift cards?
The phone number is currently unavailable.
Sorry, if anyone does ask me a question or something in the chat and I don't reply, it's because I'm like flicking between the chat and the Bob RTC, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to respond to things that I see. How's the shed? Well, the shed is still there. The reason, Dr. Phil, that I tend to stream in here now but make videos out there, okay, Blackbeard, that's nice. But I quite often, I don't know if you remember, I used to lose the Wi-Fi a lot, and it would buffer, and so that's why I sit in here. And and do it because I don't lose the Wi-Fi, which is a bit bad because I'm not really meant to smoke in the house, but I sort of open the window when I stream so I can have a cigarette while I'm streaming. Not that I'm condoning smoking, kids. Right. Come on. I was about to start singing Come On, and then I realised who sung that, and I will stop myself.
The phone number is
Oh, come on.
currently unavailable.
Dr. Fell, it's not completely finished. Like, I made that one video, and it was nice and, like, made, I think, quite well. Well, maybe not nice, because obviously the subject matter was horrible. Yeah, Skeleton knows what I was singing. And I would like to get back into that. I think the reason, like, I made that video, I think it was like within 2 months of losing my mum, and I just wanted to focus on something really dark at the time. And I think over the last sort of 2 years, I kind of pulled back a bit from that darkness and true crime and murders and stuff a little bit, and tried to get it back into a bit more comedy. I think it's a bit better for my mental health. Come on, Eileen. Don't watch the movie of the same name, Jesus. I mean, unless you're in the mood for that. But, as the song said at the beginning of the stream, do read Pornhub's terms of service. Right, what have we got? We've got to get one live one. I mean, I know this is going to be too much, but I've got an SSA number here. They're not going to answer, but it's worth a shot, isn't it?
Legal group, please leave a message with...
Well, at least we heard a voice. Yeah, maybe Skeleton. Well, I'm thinking of like doing, I don't know if you were here when I was saying, I'm thinking of doing a few sort of just talking streams on here, like where if there's an interesting subject to talk about. That's my one sort of thing I don't like, because I have been involved in them myself many times, but like streams that have no kind of focus, you just start streaming and you've got no idea what you're going to do. Like if I've got an idea for something I just want to talk about, or people want to talk about, then I will happily do some streams that are a bit different. But yeah, I don't want it to just become sort of rambling nonsense, preferably. Although probably with my streams, that's always what you're going to get anyway, isn't it? I've just built up your situations.
The phone number is currently unavailable.
Thanks, Blackbeard. The board crafter, you want to... Right, so I watched a video actually on that. There's like a site you can use to go onto the dark web, but I would say just don't jump on there. Like, there's I mean, I've never been on it personally, and I have no intention to go on the dark web. But if you want to go on there, just be safe and make sure you use an IP changer. Exactly, Carol, yeah. And hey, Carol, and hey, McGanahan's Sky Jellifetti. True crime. Well, yeah, I'm into some of that stuff, the board crafter, but yeah, I need to write sort of a synopsis of my ideas and stuff. And with those kind of streams, it's always nice to have someone else to bounce ideas off. Oh, RW, I think maybe you haven't been round long enough. I think at times Sir Edward has sung quite a few songs. And I don't know if it's on my channel somewhere, but it's a video Skeleton actually made for me. It might be on my second channel, I'm not sure if it's on this one, but Skeleton made a very, yeah, it was all Sir Edward singing over songs, wasn't it, I believe, yeah. He made like a clip as if it was, I don't know if you remember those, you used to send off for $39.99 and buy 4 CDs, and he made like a parody which was really cool, which he'd taken all of me singing as Sir Edward and made it into a little advert, which was very cool. The thing that screws up the most is the picture in our minds of how things are supposed to be. Right, Dr. Fell, maybe you can explain this to me, because I use Reddit quite a lot, and Chrissy, I may well have done, and I may well have sung it uncensored, so I apologise if that's upset anyone. Please don't go back and find it and cancel me. I don't think enough people know of me for me to be cancelled. My second channel name is now Threat Level Midnight, but it used to be called iRec Scammers, but there's not much on it now. I took a lot of stuff off it. KTEL Records, that's the one. Right, so, yeah, sorry, to come back to your comment, Dr. Fell. Like, I don't get this. I see it all over Reddit, like people sort of talking in this kind of hard, unintelligible sense. Like, the beginning starts out fine, and then the end becomes oddly written. So, yeah, Dr. Fell, I don't know how I can respond to that. Oh, of how things are supposed... If the have is replaced with how, is that what I've... Right, I think maybe I've misunderstood. So the thing that screws us up the most is the picture in our minds of how things are supposed to be. That I get, yeah. Because the reality is never the same as... is of what you expect, isn't it? Is very much like I had expectations for my weekend just gone of having an absolute mad one with the lads, and sorry Dr. Fell, I thought you were doing a thing, but no, an absolute mad one with the lads, and it turned into something very different. It was Skeleton. I think that's still on my second channel or this channel. Yeah, that I think. Because I played it in the middle of one of my streams, because that was the one with my mayonnaise advert as well, wasn't it? Which was very odd. Oh, sure, Blackbeard. I'll check it out. Is it under just your name there, Blackbeard0531? I'd love to have a look at some of that. Wait, Carol, you believe half of what you hear and no... What song is that from? Yes. Oh, Blackbeard. I know, like, the trouble is I have a lot of opinions and thoughts on that case, because obviously it was huge in the UK. I'm assuming you're probably from the UK as well, anyway. But I know a lot about the whole Jamie Bulger case. The trouble with that one is, the deeper I got into looking into it, the more it upset me. And it's a very difficult... Like, it's very interesting, but also an incredibly difficult case to stomach. Very truly, sir. People nowadays don't adjust to another reality and therefore become disenchanted and angry and not good. Oh, right, Blackbeard. Okay, wow. I'd definitely like to hear what someone from over the water thinks of it. But yeah, it's a very difficult case to understand. Another one, if you're not familiar with it, Blackbeard, which I believe the guy is actually caught a while ago, yeah, but it went for like 10 years without being solved, is the Millie Dowler case. Really, Skeleton? That's mad. Well, I didn't use his name, I said Jamie Bulger, but... Oh, I know. Right, Carol, I'm going to have to Google it. The trouble is, as you guys know, the I button on my keyboard doesn't work, so let's hope. Here we are, yeah, I knew this song. Apparently it's by Leon Hayward, but I've never heard of that artist, but I knew it was a song. Oh, thanks, Matthew. That's really kind. I mean, there doesn't seem to be much scam baiting happening at the moment, but I'm enjoying chatting with you guys. I hope you're enjoying it, so that's nice for me. Oh, James, I've got a lot of... I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at any of these cases or anything. It's just that talking about Madeleine McCann sort of set off this whole events that happened over the weekend away with my friends, where one of them didn't want us to talk about anything that dark, and that's kind of what we do, so that's why I laughed, because it reminded me. Oh, wow, Daydreamer, that's awesome. Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's a hard one to do because his voice isn't, I wouldn't say that far from mine, but I'd need to sort of just listen to it a bit. I mean, he claims to be Scottish and he claims to have played for Rangers, Gordon Ramsay, but he hasn't. Or I don't think Rangers have a record of him playing for them. It's a bit of an odd thing. Homicide Hunter I've not seen. I will check it out. Well, okay. Well, I'll get into this a bit, guys, because we've gone deeper into the stream, and none of my friends from real life actually watch these anyway. But basically, and I had kind of an issue with this. So we were making kind of a dark joke around the Madeleine McCann case, and it was sort of running with it, you know, like a running theme. And my mate, he then was like, right, this is a safe space, and I don't want us to talk about these sort of things. I want it to be a safe space for everyone. And I didn't really think about it till another friend, I was relaying the story to him, and he was like, well, what about your safe space? Where's your space to talk about dark things you find funny? Where's your space to talk about what you want to talk about? The problem is when someone says this is a safe space, they're actually not making it a safe space. What they're doing is putting limits on what you're allowed to talk about around them. So it becomes a safe space for them, but it's not necessarily a safe space for the rest of us. I will do that, Daydreamer. Awesome. But yeah, so actually the term safe space in itself is only relevant to people who are, and I'm sorry if I get backlash for this, but a little bit snowflakey and don't want to hear about certain subjects, so they claim this is a safe space. Me and my friends have always been in a safe space, because there's no judgment between us, because we're best mates for years and years. I mean, the guys I went to meet up with, I've known for over 20 years, all of them. And, you know, it's never been as weird as this. I think it's just misguided wokeism. I think that mate just needs to sit in a room with a bunch of Jeremy Clarkson DVDs until he gets normal again. But there we go. I love Gordon Ramsay too, Carol. I really like Kitchen Nightmares. Not so much Hell's Kitchen, but I always go back and watch old episodes of Kitchen Nightmares. So, yeah. I used to always really enjoy watching Kitchen Nightmares when I eat for some reason, because I'd be eating like the food I'd made, and I'd be like, I can cook better than this guy. But then I had to always, if I was still eating when he went to check out the kitchen, I had to pause it because you knew it was going to be horrible. Oh, Brian, that's no good. I mean, try using Bob RTC, but that's what I'm trying. Yeah, it was, where's the lamb sauce? And, oh, wow, I haven't, Dr. Felt. I have seen him in certain episodes, you know, where he has actually been, thanks, She Stole My Thunder, or AKA CK. Yeah, James, you're not alone. I thought I was the only weirdo. What, Tyson Fury? Wait, I'm so confused. Tyson. Can I do it? Not really. I'm trying to think of the only pop culture character I can kind of do, and I did do a video as him a long time ago, when I was using my old laptop that was really bad quality, is Severus Snape, and even that, someone told me recently, isn't as good as I thought it was. I can try, but I always have to start off with the same sentence in my mind to do it, which is, no, Potter, no. And then I can kind of maintain Snape a little bit, but it's hard to keep that going. When I get the scammers on the line, just... wait, yeah, Tyson Fury, the boxer, or Mike Tyson, the boxer. I'm confused. There's like three conversations going on in the chat, and I'm trying to keep up with them all. Carol, I actually watched Silence of the Lambs for the first time this year. I don't know if it's aged that well, because I was hoping for a really... Mike Tyson. Yeah, don't bump into Mike Tyson. Jesus. They'll bite your ear off. Yeah. Yeah, I see, we've got a British boxer. I don't know if he's known in the States, but we've got a British boxer called Tyson Fury, who I believe was named after Mike Tyson. My favourite scary movie? Oh, that's a great question. I did watch the first couple of seasons of Hannibal, really enjoyed it. I don't know if I've seen it all the way up. So it's weird because I actually saw Silence of the Lambs after watching Hannibal, but I really like Mads Mikkelsen. Right, sorry Adrian, that's an important question. I'm coming to that. What's my favourite scary movie? I'm going to say, and it's quite a modern one, but I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and I only saw it last year, and I thought it was fantastic, was the movie Get Out. If you haven't seen Get Out, I can't recommend it highly enough. I want to go back and watch it, actually, but it's so well done, because it starts out with, "Hey, Wallace, how are you doing?" It starts out with, like, just normal fears of a guy going to meet his girlfriend's parents, and he's black and she's white, and he's worried that they're going to be a bit racist, like a lot of white people tend to be, and that's, like, kind of the tenseness at the start. I'm trying to remember what he said, Matthew. John McEnroe. I cannot believe it! I think that was it, something like that. That was not good, sorry. It's a very old reference, John McEnroe. Yes, Get Out is probably my favourite, definitely my favourite recent scary movie, but I'm far more into psychological horrors. I don't do gore and horrible stuff. RW, you're going to hate me. I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings films. What do I think of the latest season of The Walking Dead? I've really been getting back into it, and I've enjoyed it. That's it. You cannot be serious. You were only meant to blow the bloody doors off. That's nice to know, Haddock Man. She Stole My Thunder. I would say it's a psychological horror. Really, really good. Manhunter I've heard of, I don't think I've seen it. I'll have to check that out. So I'm just... yes, Carol, it is. Get Out is probably the best psychological horror of the last 10 years, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm not so... The problem I find with... Evil Dead is great. Yes, Evil Dead, fantastic. And... But it's more of a comedy, The Evil Dead, isn't it, than a horror. Like, I can deal with gore in films like Shaun of the Dead, which is one of my favourite movies of all time. Then I can deal with gore. Alright, Blackbeard, I will do. I'll check your channel out. Thanks very much for that. And, yeah, it'd be great if you want to talk about some true crime at some time. Mark Red Wine on YouTube and news it's sad and totally disgusting too. Okay, Mark Red Wine story. I hope that's nothing to do with our Mark. Yeah. Do you know, Wallace, though, that, the scene with the sunken place, like, I still think about that. I think, to be honest, for quite a lot of the last couple of years, I've been living in the sunken place. James Gordon. Now, this is a question we could run with for ages. Most overrated and best British TV sitcom. Wait, so are those two separate questions? I haven't seen Us yet, but I want to see it. Also, guys, I know it's not a film, but if you haven't watched Black Mirror and you're into psychological horrors, you've got to watch it. In fact, in the very first episode of Black Mirror, Daniel Kaluuya, who is the lead in Get Out, is in that episode. Brilliant actor. Right, sorry, James. So, most overrated British sitcom by far is Mrs. Brown's Boys. It's just a woman dressed as a man saying swear words, and it's comedy. Thank you, Matthew. Yes, I don't know if I think I've seen Dale and Tucker vs. Evil, and I remember enjoying it, but it was quite a while ago. But yeah, most overrated British comedy by far is Mrs. Brown's Boys. They took basically the character of Father Jack from the Fantastic Father Ted and turned it into a man dressed up as a woman and screaming and swearing, and it's literally lowest common denominator comedy. It's comedy for people who don't have a sense of humour. I haven't seen them, Chrissy. Best British comedy. Flip. That's a really hard one to call. Can I pick like 3? I'm going to have to say Spaced. And Peep Show. Oh no, yeah, James, I would have punched them. As soon as I saw the words Peep Show, I was like, yeah, Spaced, Peep Show, and the original, the UK version of The Office are the 3 best comedies of all time. Yeah, well, Red Dwarf is great, but I think it just went on too long. But I do enjoy Red Dwarf. That's the one. I hear you. Do you know DJ Samuel, right? So when my mate gave us this big speech about being woke and that and stuff, what kept running through my head was, I hear you're a twat now. Just that scene in Father Ted. I hear you're a racist now, Father Ted. That episode is so good, though, when he's got the bit of tape on the window, so when he turns to wave, it looks like he's got a Hitler mustache, and then he waves like that. That's so bad, but brilliant. Father Ted was great. I love Father Ted. Girls, fake arse. But anyway, James, do you know what? I know a lot of people aren't that keen on the later series of Peep Show, but I still really like them. One of my favourite scenes. Oh yeah, the turkey scenes eating Mummy, isn't it? Eating the dog called Mummy. But the what was I going to say? I love Borat. I love anything Sacha Baron Cohen's done. He is great, and in fact, if you can find, like, at the end of the Ali G movie, if you waited 15 minutes and left it playing, you would get a clip of Bruno that's not on anything else I've seen, and he was actually talking to, like, some neo-Nazi twat in a place called Aylesbury, which is 12 miles from the village that I grew up in, and where I actually lived for a while. Ted Lasso, I loved the first series. I haven't made my mind up about the second series yet. I think they kind of took everything that was good and great about the first series and overdid it and made it too saccharine and too sweet. And I watched it all because I loved the first series. I thought it was brilliant, and it's a comedy about football that even people that don't like football seem to enjoy. But the second series, I'm going to go back and rewatch because I'm not sure how I feel about it. But yeah, I really enjoy. I've just been watching The Outlaws, the new comedy from Stephen Merchant, who used to be Ricky Gervais's writing partner, and it's got. Okay, Wallace. Well, catch up soon. Hopefully. Yeah, The Outlaws, which has got Christopher Walken in it, of all people. Oh, sorry, James, yeah. Oh, yeah, when he screams at him on that whole Christmas episode, I watch every Christmas, James, because it's brilliant. But one of my favourite scenes is later on when Jeremy's fallen in love with Dobby, and they all go up north on a trip somewhere, or wherever on a trip. And you hear Jeremy's thoughts, but to anyone, because of the way the show is made, you hear his thoughts, but anyone that wouldn't know would think he's an absolute madman, because he convinces himself Mark's hidden an engagement ring for Dobby in the pork pie. So he grabs the pork pie and starts tearing it apart. Sorry, apart. Monty Python was great. McGanahan, it's one of those things, though, that's become so kind of cult in the States and stuff, and where it was just kind of a British institution growing up that is, I loved The Life of Brian, and Our Superhands was great. I didn't get very far into Bad Santa, Chrissy. I would argue that the best Christmas film is a fairly recent one, or the funniest Christmas film, and I don't think it got particularly good reviews. Alright, RW, well, I'll see you soon. Sorry, guys, that it's been a bit of a washout, but it's been nice chatting to everyone. But the best Christmas film I've seen is that, I can't remember the name of it. Die Hard is a great Christmas film, but no, it's the one with, what's his name? The guy who played Robin in the Batman movie, and Seth Rogen's in it as well. The Night Before it was called. And I would argue that's actually a very funny Christmas movie. Especially when Seth Rogen's character goes to church and he's tripping out about being Jewish, and he sees like the Jesus on the cross thing, and he's like, "We did that to him. Oh God!" Like starts freaking out, and then there's you need to watch it. Watch it at Christmas. Anyway, yeah, Die Hard, another great Christmas movie. We're a bit early for talking about. Well, I suppose we're not now. The global commercialization. Jack, the trouble is, and I haven't been able to make a video about it yet. Obviously, my dad's been ripped off for a huge amount of money. We're not talking a $500 gift card here. And I wish we could stop these people. The trouble is, I think we're proving we've made a good dent into sort of the Indian call centers, and I think we're actually at a point where those guys sort of realising, you know, they're so on edge, they hear anything off and they're hanging up on our scam baiters, which hopefully means that they're doing the same to people that could possibly be genuine victims. Infinite Sky, Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Oh, there you go, Ian Harvey's Jinx. You can still talk, Ian, it's fine. Yeah, but the trouble is, I think there are a lot more scams out there that are a lot more complex and difficult to deal with, that are being run by people that are so a lot more intelligent than the just sort of scammer call centers and that sort of thing. You've never seen Planes, Trains and Automobiles with John Candy and yeah. Yeah, even I remember that, and we don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK. So yeah, even I remember. Loved Afterlife, James, but it seems to always come out at a time when I've just lost someone, and it's very weird. I hope for the third series it won't be just after a death, because the first season came out just after my friend, who was also my friend's partner, had passed away, and I spent most of that series. In fact, I remember the morning, I was still in Spain, of watching the first series of Afterlife, and I remember I stayed up late to watch it, like, because it came out on Netflix at like 1 a.m. Spanish time, and excellent, Matthew. It came out at like, so I stayed up and watched it, and then in the morning I woke up at, I don't know, 10 a.m. and I messaged my friend who had just lost his partner. I said, you might not want to watch it straight away, it might be a little bit too close to the bone. And he messaged me back saying, I've already watched it and I loved it, even though I was in tears the whole way through. And I was like, yeah, I get that. And Cool Runnings is such a great film. I love Cool, and Coming to America as well. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Anyway, but yeah, so what was this? And then, of course, the second series came out just after my mum had passed away, so I spent the whole of that series in tears. But I did find it therapeutic in an odd way. And just so anyone isn't aware what we're talking about the latest Ricky Gervais series, Afterlife. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Gene Wilder, yeah, he was he was Willy Wonka, wasn't he, in the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Brave. I've never heard of that, Matthew. When I just saw Kids there, I thought you meant the old movie Kids, which is also very dark. The live-action movie Kids. Steve Martin's... Parenthood is a great Steve Martin film that I think a lot of people forget about. I remember seeing that as a kid and even thinking it was funny then. Right. Anyway, guys... I've chatted bollocks for 40 minutes. I'm going to try just a couple more numbers, if you don't mind. Oh, that's a nice name, Rasta Rocket. I've never seen Castaway. And I don't think I've seen A Christmas Story. Is it like Sparky's Magic Piano? Yeah, exactly, James. I've never seen Coco either. I'm getting an education here. Oh, there's a film I've been meaning to watch for ages as well. I can't remember the name of it. It's an old French film, but it was on... okay, Infinite Sky, that's a... Oh, thank you, Margaret. That's a high recommendation. I will watch Castaway. I just sometimes I feel a bit overwhelmed by the amount of Tom Hanks movies that come out. And I always enjoy them, but I'm never in a rush to go and see them. What's my favourite Christmas song? My favourite Christmas song is actually a song called And It Felt Just Like Christmas by a band called Low. Closely followed by everyone's favourite Christmas song if they want to seem cool, which is the Pogues' Fairy Tale of New York. Okay. I didn't know he was such a heartthrob. Red Rider Beep. Okay, cool. Oh, Christmas Story. Right, a Christmas Story. I know of the culture behind it. Because I've been watching that show on Amazon Prime, Comic Book Men. And people come in to sell them like pop culture memorabilia. And someone brought the leg lamp in that was used in that movie. I believe that we were talking about Christmas Story in that. Yeah, we have Boxing Day, McGanahan. That's actually an English thing, and I can explain to you the origin of Boxing Day if you'd like to know. Is that so when there was much more divide between the classes in Britain, so when there was only like the lower and the upper class, and so the servants would have their quarters downstairs, and the rich people would celebrate their Christmas on Christmas Day, and of course the servants would have to be there to cook them dinner and that sort of thing. And so what would happen on the day after Christmas Day is the people from the upstairs, as a show of goodwill, would box up the leftovers and unwanted things and would give them to the people downstairs. Therefore, it's called Boxing Day. Oh, no, I really appreciate it, Matthew. I'm never going to complain about donations. Thank you. Do you know, Matthew, that song, I know you can't get away from it at Christmas, but she's got such a nice voice. I actually don't mind that song. But here's a nice little fact for you. She's made more money off the royalty from that song than I think all her #1 albums put together. Yeah, okay, right, so maybe the leg lamp plays more of a role in that movie. I'll check that out. Right, I gotta start writing a list here. Lisa, I don't know that much about it, whether they switched roles. I mean, I suppose if they're in very kind houses, they would, but yeah. But that's where we get the Boxing Day from. It's a very British thing. But yeah, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, which I guess you guys have all had fairly recently, or is it just coming? No, it must have just gone. I don't know why we don't have Thanksgiving. I guess because we're just sort of selfish bastards. We don't give thanks to anyone. We thank ourselves every day. I don't know. I mean, we also don't have the 4th of July, obviously, because sort of our fault. Sorry. Right, Infinite. See, I can't answer that, Infinite Sky, because I've only seen Home Alone. I've never seen A Christmas Story. Am I an Adele? I like some of Adele's songs, but sometimes they make me very depressed, so I wouldn't call myself a fan. Yeah, exactly, Skeleton. Sorry, Infinite, but sorry, didn't mean to step on your toes, I'll shut up. Right, oh, okay. It's based on the New World Arrival by the Pilgrims. Interesting. Yes. Anyway, well, I'm going to see if I can get anyone to answer these calls, and if not, I'll play like an hour of the video I've got lined up. But this has been really cool. I've enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys have, but I hope so. Yeah, 25th of December. I think that's a world-known thing. Hey, Hasnain. Aw, thanks. Yeah, exactly, Matthew. Very well put. Yes. And that is why I recommend that Bo Burnham show Inside if you haven't yet seen it, because he has a lot to say if you can read about it, about sort of the global capitalization. Some may argue that Bo Burnham is possibly a Marxist. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Communism's a good idea in theory, it just doesn't work in practice. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, if you're sick of the global commercialization of everything possible, then definitely watch that show. I used to work in a record shop, and so Christmas was horrible because we had to listen to every Christmas song all the time, every day. Good on you, James. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm actually watching it for the third time at the moment, which I was playing while I was playing all the songs at the beginning of the stream. I think, yeah. Asking about the Skeleton's origin story. So you have to come to my channel to get Skeleton's origin story. So, I'd never questioned the name. Oh, vaguely infinite. JM, I'm trying, but no one's answering. Sorry, I keep saying I'm going to try and make a call, but I'll try again. Bear with me. Vaguely infinite. Did we just sort of make them up as we went along? Oh, hello.
Hello and thanks for calling. Please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Congratulations! You've been selected for a $100 Walmart gift card. In order to process your Walmart gift, we will need to transfer you to a live representative. Press 1 now to be connected.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
Hi, I believe I'm in line for a $100 gift card.
Yes, what is your name?
My name is Jones Fancifun.
Okay, what is the reason of your call?
Because I was calling to get my gift card, $100 gift card.
Okay, apart from this, do you don't have any reason?
No, I mean, my friend just said, call these dudes up, they are going to give you a $100 gift card, and I was like, no way, man, and he was like, way, man, and I was like, no way, man, and he was like, oh, bastard. Right, at least we've got a number that's answering. Oh, I say that, they've just hung up that time. Let's try.
Hello and thank you for calling. Please listen carefully as the number you have dialed may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Just for calling today, you have the opportunity to receive a $100 retail rebate voucher. Press 1 now for more information. Again.
Thank you for holding. This is Mary. I'll be helping to claim a $100 voucher today. All calls are recorded for quality assurance. What's your first and last name?
My first name is Edward, and my last name is Smythe, S-M-Y-T-H-E.
Okay. What's your address?
It's 420 Roadside Boulevard. And it's sorry,
What's your zip code?
it's apartment 1C, and it's 90210.
What state are you in?
I am currently in California.
Okay. The number you're calling from is 716-302-6541, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Do you have an email address?
Do I have an evil address?
Email address.
Oh right. Not. I thought you were asking if my house was haunted or something. No. Yes, my email address is Edward Smythe 140 at gmail.com.
What's your date of birth?
It's the 14th of October, 1952.
Along with a $100 voucher, we'll let you try this Johnson Saving Advantage for $1.95 for 15 days, which allow you to save up to 50% on dining at over 4,000 restaurants, online shopping, and much more.
Right.
And if you like the program and want to stay a member, after the 15-day trial, do nothing and you'll be billed $44.99 per month.
Wait, sorry, could you explain that again?
Not for you. If you like the program and want to stay a member, after the 15-day trial, you do nothing and you'll be billed $44.99 per month. If you decide it's not for you, you can cancel and you will not be billed further.
Right, okay,
so
sure.
for just $1.95, will you use your Visa or your MasterCard today?
No, sorry, I just, I'm a little bit confused. So you said it's a 15-day free trial, and after that I pay $44.99. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So what, no money will be taken from my card today?
No, sir.
Right, okay. Wait, so what happens with the $100 card? I mean, that's all I really wanted. I'm not really fussed about all this other bollocks.
Okay. You're going to receive the $100 voucher in 2 to 3 business days. You'll receive it in the mail.
In the 3 business... I don't know what the... I apologize, my love. I don't know what the...
2 to 3 business days, sir.
Oh, 3 business days.
Yes.
Oh, right, business days. I thought you were saying something about Bill and Gaze.
So what is the expiration date on the card you'd like to use?
The expiration. Oh, you start from the back. I like that. Because normally people get the number first, don't they? So the expiration is 10/23. But I don't mind doing it the wrong way around. Done that with a lot of women.
Sir, what is the card number?
The card number is 4862.
Go ahead.
3612. Sorry, it's very difficult to read. My eyes are destroyed. Wait, where do we get to? 4862 3612, right? Are you still there?
I'm here. Go ahead.
1212.
Go ahead.
8420.
What's the 3 numbers on the back of your card?
Oh, the three numbers on the back of the card is 868.
And how does your name appear on the card? Is it your first and last name?
Yes.
Or do you have a middle initial?
No, just my first and last name.
Okay, so included with the voucher, we're going to let you try the Value Publications magazine, where you're going to receive Gentleman's Quarterly, Entrepreneur, Sport Illustrated, and Fast Company.
Oh wait,
what? Sorry,
sorry. Do you mind me asking? What was the first publication you mentioned?
Gentleman's Quarterly, Entrepreneur, Sport Illustrated, and Fast Company.
Oh, well, those all sound right up my alley, because I definitely do think of myself as rather entrepreneurial. And Sports Illustrated, well, if it's the swimsuit edition, you know what I'm doing. I mean, you obviously don't think about that too much, but yes. And the final one sounded fine, too. Brilliant. Okay, so $100 gift card, a bunch of free magazines. Excellent.
Okay, so you will receive this title each month along with a full list which allow you to save them as often as you wish.
Right.
It's also yours to try for $1.95 for 15 days. And if you choose to discontinue the program, it's easy. Simply call the toll-free number, which I'm going to provide for you today. And regardless if you keep the program or not, the reward certificate is yours to keep for the trying it out.
Right.
And if it's true to, you can cancel by calling 1-877-682-1081. That's for discount and saving advantage.
Right.
And the 1-877-682-1403. That's for your volume publications and magazine.
Oh, wait, should I be writing this down?
No, you don't have to write it down, sir.
Okay, good. It's just I don't have the best memory. Now, what I'm wondering is, because we're living in a digital age, would it be possible to get digital copies of these magazines? I wonder. Sent to my email address, because I do. I am an old man, but I do want to leave the future and the world in a better place, and I'm trying to do my bit and think about my carbon footprint.
You're going to receive them in the mail. We're going to send a welcome package to your email address. Okay, so in order to confirm the authorization to provide your electronic signature for your discount and saving advantage, the value publications to magazine will charge the first payment and future payment to your credit, debit, or checking card if needed, unless you call to cancel. Could you read back to me the last four numbers of the card number you provide me with?
Of course. One moment. It's 8420.
And to speed things up, we're going to send a welcome package to your email address.
Oh, I love a good
package. I have it here as edwardssmythe140@gmail.com, correct?
That is correct, yes.
We're also sending you a letter with instructions on how to access these programs online.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, Edward, so go ahead.
My nephew he's saying to me I need to get online. He's been saying, what site was it? He was telling me to look at something called Grindr.
What's that?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I think it's an application for my cellular telephone. He said I can meet a lot. He said, because I'm quite lonely at my age, and I live alone. I haven't yet gone into a retirement village of any sort. And he said, well, Uncle Edward, if you're lonely, you can meet a bunch of nice guys, and they're happy to meet up anytime, anywhere. Apparently, on this thing called Grindr. So it sounds quite good. I mean, hopefully they'll be of a similar age and interests, but we'll find out.
That's nice.
Oh, it's lovely. I'm always looking to meet new friends and have a nice time with them. What is your name?
Mary.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Obviously, I assume. I mean, I don't want to make assumptions. I assume you're not a virgin, like the Virgin Mary, of course.
No, I'm not. I have kids.
Oh, great. Yeah, more like Mary Magdalene then, I suppose.
If you say so.
Well, it all depends if you believe in that sort of thing. I'm not going to force my beliefs down someone's throat. I'm not going to force anything down anyone's throat unless they ask. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Sorry. Right. Right, sorry guys, I just got a message from my bud, so... Right, should we try them one more time? And then, actually, it's been an hour, so I'm gonna... I'll probably wrap things up soon. I know it's been mostly hot air for this stream. So I do apologise for that. But at least we're ending on a high.
Hello and thanks for calling. Please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Congratulations! You've been selected for a $100 Walmart gift card. In order to process your Walmart gift, we will need to transfer you to a live representative. Press 1 now to be connected. Again,
Yes, David, it's very hard to hear you.
How may I help you?
I phone Amazon. David! David! What you do? What you doing? What is this? He's just giving up. Talk to me.
hello and thanks for calling. Please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Congratulations! You've been selected for a $100 Walmart gift card. In order to process your Walmart gift, we will need to transfer you to a live representative. Press 1 now to be connected. Again, congratulations.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. So I had this number to call back to Amazon from a message I received.
No problem. I'm going to help you with that, okay?
Okay.
Before I help you, let me inform you one more thing. Today, we are just running a short promotional offer of getting a gift card. Are you interested?
Is it free?
The card is free, but you need to pay one-time shipping and activation, which is $2. Can you manage that?
I mean, I can, but it sounds a bit odd to me. If you can just help me with this Amazon thing, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Oh, so basically, if I'm not going to give him my credit card details, he's not going to talk to me. Urinal telemarketing. Yeah, it sounds like he's in a urinal. I like that. And hi, a little stinky, by the way. I'm assuming, a little stinky, that you're a crossover from the TCAP world as well, based on your username. Maybe only just made that connection now. And hey, Christian, because I don't think I said hello to you. And I'm not sure if I said hello to you, Sonic Stefan, so I apologise. Anyone that came in that I didn't say hello to. Right, I'm going to give these guys one more attempt. I'll be Scottish for this one. And then I'm probably going to wrap things up. But I will be back after Skeleton stream tomorrow. I'm assuming Skeleton's streaming tomorrow. It's Thursday, isn't it? I will be back tomorrow night. Because I said I wanted to get to a total of 20 streams by the end of the month. And I'm now on stream 7 with 12 days left. Which is not going to be actually physically possible unless I do 2 in one day. So we'll see what I can do.
hello and thanks for calling. Please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. Congratulations! You've been selected for a $100 Walmart gift card. In order to process your Walmart gift, we will need to transfer you to a live representative. Press 1 now to be connected.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
I'm Scottish! Hello?
How can I help? Yes, sir. How can I help you?
I received an email about Amazon, and I'm just giving you a call back.
Okay. And what was the email all about?
I'm Scottish! I cannot comprehend. Sorry, guys, I totally lost the accent I was trying to do. Not that it was any good to start with. I can't say anything in a Scottish accent other than I'm Scottish. So I'm sorry. Like, I turned into Sir Edward, and then my brain was like, click. I'm not going to work for you now. So yes, guys, if you're not subbed to Skeleton already, you should be. And if you aren't, then do so. And he'll be live tomorrow evening, 8 PM UK time, which is, I don't know with the daylight savings. I'm trying to work out what that is. Eastern Standard. Is it like 2 PM Eastern Standard time or 3 PM? But yeah, guys, it's been fun. I'm glad you wee fanny. You dafty bam. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm sorry it's been mostly piffle, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Shelton's just got here as well. Sorry, man. And I see some new names. So lovely to see some new names here as well. So that's really cool. I will be back after Skeleton stream tomorrow, and if we can't, we're going to try from the beginning, get scammers on the line, and then maybe I'm going to start thinking about perhaps some interesting, more philosophical, I can't even say the words, so how the hell am I going to hold a stream about them? Philosophical streams next week, if I can find some people that want to do something like that. Cool. Oh, right. See, guys, be aware as well, and that's the reason I started late today. I work in the evenings now, so if I'm not at your streams, I do try to get to most of my friends' streams and things. But if I'm not there, that's because I'm working. Because I work in the evening now from like 5:30 till 10 PM. Not every week, but this week I'm working every night except Friday, so... yeah. Oh, well, thanks, James. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad most of you seem to have enjoyed it, so that makes me happy, and yeah, that's great. And I'm glad to be back. Like, yeah, I wanted to make an effort to make sure I did stream tonight, because I didn't want you guys to think I started this fundraiser for my dad and then just sort of fucked it off after getting a few donations. I'm just going to keep doing it until hopefully things get better for him. But anyway, thank you for joining me as always. Do stay safe, stay aware. Mark, no, I'm not Scottish, but I live in Scotland. But my Scottish accent is crap. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for spending this time with me. Yeah, McGanahan, I know. I miss the days when you could call them off a Skype withheld number and they would pick up the phone. I mean, I know it's much better, much less people are getting scammed, but for entertainment, it's hard not to miss. Anyway, guys, as always, if you haven't smashed that like button... Oh, Infinite Sky, in the description is a link to the GoFundMe I started for my dad. I don't know how much all of you know about it. You're in Kuala Lumpur? Oh, that's awesome. I can't believe someone is in Kuala Lumpur watching me. That's amazing. Like, isn't Kuala Lumpur where Timbuktu is? So that's really cool. Yeah, the GoFundMe's still up, Lisa. It's I got some really nice donations last week. Obviously, I haven't been around for the last 5-6 days, so it's been a little bit inactive. But no, you know, my dad's still unaware that I'm doing this, and I'm hoping at some point I'm going to be able to give him at least something. It's not going to be getting his life savings back, but at least something, and that's thanks to you guys. So thank you all very much, and especially those who donated, and those who've donated either way, whether it's through YouTube or through the GoFundMe for my dad. I really, really appreciate that. It means a lot. So thank you so much, guys. Oh, sorry, Zaki, I got it wrong. If Timbuktu's Mali, sorry, I thought it was Kuala Lumpur for some reason, but still a cool place. Well, I assume I've never been there. I'd love to, but yeah, in your words, Infinite Sky, guys. Peace out. I actually need to shut the stream down, so that wasn't as cool an ending as it seemed. Bear with me, and yeah.